Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to T-Ski Tutorials, and this is FPS 1.27. In today's episode, we're going to learn how to put actual ammo into our gun. So we're going to actually have a clip or a magazine in our gun, and we're going to have some extra ammo on the side. And when our clip has depleted all its ammo, then we can reload and take some ammo from the side and put it into our clip. And we're going to make all those equations accordingly so that Unity knows how much ammo to put into the gun, when we can put ammo into the gun, and how much ammo to take away from our extra pile of ammo to put into our gun. Alright, so why don't we pull up the script and get started. So we're going to be working completely in the gun script today, and we're working with 4 variables. The first variable is clip size, and I just realized that it's not actually called a clip when you're talking about guns, it's called a magazine. So that's my mistake, but I'm going to keep on calling it a clip just because it doesn't matter what you call it in code. So clip size, this is the number of bullets that you can put into the gun, and don't get this confused with our next variable, which is current clip. Current clip is how many bullets are actually in our gun right now, whereas clip size is how many bullets your gun can hold in the clip. Alright, the next 2 variables we have are max extra ammo and current extra ammo. So this is going to be the ammo that we're going to be keeping on the side that we take and put into our gun. So when we reload, we're going to take, or we're going to minus that amount from current extra ammo, which I just realized has 3 M's in it. Actually, it has 3 M's in it everywhere in the script. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave it the way it is since it's all uniform, and change it later in Unity. But anyways, current extra ammo is going to be the current amount of extra ammo we actually have on the side, and max extra ammo is the maximum amount of extra ammo that we can actually hold. Alright, so now actually inside of the update loop we have quite a bit of code, but a lot of this code we already have in place, and we're really just modifying it from where it currently is. So first we have 4 lines of code right here, and we're going to be putting this inside of the update loop, but we're going to be putting it outside of the if being held and if not being held if statements, because we want these to run every frame no matter what, and these are just a backup. And basically these 2 lines of code, or these 4 lines of code actually, are what are going to make sure that we don't exceed the maximum amount of how much our clip can hold and how much extra ammo we can hold. So the first line we have is simply if current clip is larger than clip size, current clip equal clip size. So this is just in case in the inspector you set your current clip to say 1,000, and then clip size is, like I have up here, default 25. It's just going to set current clip to 25 just to make sure that we don't have extra ammo. And same thing for the current extra ammo and max extra ammo. If our current extra ammo is more than the maximum extra ammo, then we're just going to set the current extra ammo to max extra ammo. And these are basically just backup, or these 4 lines of code are just backup in case something goes wrong and we get too much ammo. Alright, now we are actually going to go inside of the big if being held if statement, and this is if our gun is being held and moving around and ready to shoot and all that and ready to reload. First we're going to modify this if statement that normally triggers the reload. So far what we had before this episode was just these 2 conditions here, which is if reloading is false and we press the reload key. So then we added, now if current clip is smaller than clip size, so we don't want to reload the gun if we already have a full clip. So basically if we've at least shot 1 bullet, then current clip is going to be smaller than clip size. And notice that I said smaller than and not smaller than or equal to, because if it was equal to it, then that would mean that our clip is full but we'd still be able to reload. So we want to make sure we leave it as smaller than. And then we have if current extra ammo is larger than 0. Not larger than or equal to 0, larger than 0. So this is just to make sure that we have extra ammo on the side to put into our gun, because if we don't have any extra ammo, there's no point in reloading. We might as well just not reload if there's no extra ammo to be put into the gun. And then the 3 lines of code inside of that if statement are going to stay the same. We're just going to set reloading to true, start the animation, and play the sound. Alright, so our next if statement is actually basically a copy and paste of this if statement, but I just changed a few things. So this is basically going to be if you've shot your whole clip and you're out of bullets in the clip and the player keeps on hitting fire, it's going to automatically reload. So the way I did that was if input.get button down fire 1, and you want to make sure it's get fire down because we want the player to spam the fire button in hopes to reload the gun, and it's going to automatically reload the gun if we can. But we don't want the gun to automatically reload if we're just holding it down and then we run out of ammo and then nothing happens. You want the player to be holding it down, no bullets, and then let go, press it again, and then it reloads. So we have if get button down, fire 1, and current clip equals 0. So that means we have no more bullets in our clip. That's the only time we want the gun to automatically reload. And current extra ammo is larger than 0 because we only want to reload if we actually do have some extra ammo to put into the gun. And then the 3 same lines here, which are set reloading to true, start the animation, and play the sound. Alright, now here is the if statement that ends the reloading sequence. And before this episode, the only line of code we had in here was set reloading to false. So we have the if statement is if reloading is true and the animation is no longer playing, then set reloading to false. But we want to add in these if statements here to actually put ammo into our gun. Okay, so the first if statement we have right here is if current extra ammo is larger than or equal to clip size minus current clip. So basically what this means is we're asking whether or not we have enough ammo to just fill up the whole clip. So we have over here the condition clip size minus current clip. So what this is going to give us back is a number that tells us how many empty spaces we have inside of our clip that are ready to be filled with bullets. And then we have if current extra ammo is larger than or equal to that, then we are going to execute these 2 lines of code. And these 2 lines of code are current extra ammo minus equal clip size minus current clip. So we are taking away from current extra ammo, we're taking away the number of bullets that are available, or the number of empty slots inside of the clip that are available to put bullets into. So we're going to take that away from current extra ammo, and you definitely want to put this line before this line right here, because this line right here is current clip equals clip size, aka just fill up the clip or magazine to its full. And then if we did this line before this line, then we would be taking away 0, because it would be clip size minus current clip, which basically be one number minus itself. So definitely don't get those 2 lines mixed up. Alright, now our next if statement is going to be the same thing, but if we don't have enough bullets to fill up the clip entirely. So if we don't have enough bullets to fill up the clip entirely, then we're just going to put the number of available bullets that we do have and throw it in the clip, and we're going to have a clip that's probably a little bit empty. So we have if current extra ammo is smaller than, not smaller than or equal to, smaller than clip size minus current clip. So remember, clip size minus current clip is the number of empty slots we have in the clip or magazine of our gun. And then if the current extra ammo we have is less than that, we're just going to take all the extra ammo we have and put it in the gun and just deal with the fact that we're probably going to have a couple of empty slots worth of bullets inside of our clip. So if this condition is true, we're going to run these 2 lines of code, which are current clip plus equals current extra ammo, and we test it up here. If current extra ammo is smaller than the maximum number of bullets that can go in our clip at this current time, we know that current clip is not going to exceed the maximum clip size. So now we have our clip is as full as it can get with the amount of extra ammo that we did have. And then we're just simply going to set current extra ammo to 0. And once again, you don't want to mix up the order of these lines, because if you set current extra ammo to 0 first, then we are just going to be adding 0 to current clip, and then this whole equation just won't work out anymore. Alright, now the next few lines of code are just going to be modifications just to make sure that the script behaves correctly. And the first thing we're going to do is right here in the input, if we are pressing the fire button and ready to shoot a bullet, not only do we want to check to see if the fire button is being held down, but we want to make sure that current clip is larger than or equal to 1. So that means if we have 1 or more bullets in the gun at this current time, and we are not reloading, because we don't want the gun to be able to be fired while we are reloading and playing the reloading animation. And then we have inside of this if statement, and make sure it's inside of the if statement, wait till next fire, we're going to do current clip minus equal 1. So we're going to just take away 1 from the current clip, and this is going to be right beside instantiating the bullet sound, the muzzle flash, and randomizing the gun movement. Alright, next we're just going to be modifying the two if statements that change whether or not the gun in the camera is zooming in. So we have if input dot get button fire to. So if we are holding down right click and we are zooming in, and we are not reloading. So that means we don't want to reload, or we don't want to be zoomed in while we're reloading. So if we have something like a sniper rifle, it would look really, really weird if we start playing the reloading animation, but we're still zoomed way in. It would just look bad. And then we're going to go down here into this if statement, which basically tells the camera to zoom out. So if input.get button down fire to equals false, and then I have these two vertical lines here, which means or reloading is true. So if we are reloading, we're going to tell the camera to zoom out. Alright, so that's everything you need to know on how to handle all of the ammo in the gun itself. So now I'm going to cut the green screen and go into Unity and show you how to do that inside of Unity. Alright, here we are inside of Unity, and this is not what we're going to be going over today, but I wanted to show off this system while I have this version of the project open. This is a preview of the cell-based pathfinding, which I made for this tutorial series. And as you can see, I have an enemy right here. It looks kind of like a weird Pinocchio with one shoe, but basically I added this cube to represent the body. I added this cube to show which way it is pointing forward, and this cube so that I could see its feet or the lowest point of it, but basically just to give a visual representation of how the enemies are going to move, and then later on I will actually replace them with models that actually look good. But this is going to be the cell-based pathfinding, and it's really easy to set up. As you can see, they're just a bunch of really flat cubes, and these are the cells, and then blue cubes, and these are the doors. So you set up the cells in the doors so that each room has a cell, and even though you could probably consider this whole area all one room, it's broken up into cells because the cells are concave, so that from anywhere within inside of one of these cells it can move to any point inside of the same cell without hitting any walls. So the point of how to set these up is to make these cells, or the green cubes, really flat and as close to the ground as you can get them. And then when you create your enemies, you want, let me zoom in on it, this sphere right here to be intersecting with this cell, otherwise you're going to get an error. So why don't I give you a demonstration of how this works, but let me try to get a view so that you can see the whole area. There we go, that should work. And let's get it started. So you can see in the scene view the guys moving around right now. They move pretty fast and pretty randomly, and they won't actually react to my player until I enter one of these green cells. So the whole point of this is that normally you would use the whole level's geometry or you would cover the whole level in these green and blue cells so that the enemies can follow you anywhere in the world. But watch what happens when I just first step in this door. They're all gonna come after me, and no matter where I am inside of this green area, these guys will be able to find me. And not only that, but they have a crowd system so that they don't overlap each other and they don't go through each other, and they find their way around each other, and they don't get stuck in corners and stuff. And I mean, it looks pretty glitchy here just because there's a ton of guys in the same area. But let me show you what it looks like when I start running around the level and they try to follow me. I mean, it looks pretty good. Pretty random. A pretty organic feel to them. So yeah, this has just been a demonstration of the pathfinding, which I'm going to be doing later in these tutorials. I was just really excited and I wanted to show it off. So yep, that's that. And then also you can see what the HUD is going to look like. And I have the gun set up and shooting bullets. So yeah, let's actually get into the actual tutorial now. Alright, so here we are inside of Unity. So let's open up the gun script. And by the way, I am inside of the normal project. I don't have any AI in this level, and this particular project is the exact project the way it was. I left it off in the last tutorial, so there's no confusion there. Let's actually open up the gun script and let's start adding our variables. So right under here, under all our reloading variables, what do we have? Our clip size, integer, and let's have that default be 25, and current clip integer, and let's have that be a full clip, so 25. Now the maximum extra ammo that we can hold, max extra ammo int equal 100. And let's go ahead and start our player off with the maximum amount of extra ammo. So that would be current extra ammo int equals 100. Alright, so I'm going to go over here, just make sure I named all of those correctly. Okay, so now inside of the late update, I'm going to put some if statements just to make sure that we don't have the current clip exceed the size of the clip size, and same goes for the current extra ammo. I don't want it to exceed the maximum amount of extra ammo, so we're simply going to put if current clip is larger than clip size. Oops. Current can't type. Clip equal clip size. And we're going to do the same thing for if current extra ammo is larger than max extra ammo. Current extra ammo equal max extra ammo. And I'm going to delete those spaces there to kind of clean it up. And you know what? I am going to add one more extra line of code. I doubt this will ever come into play, but let's put some code in here to see, just to make sure that we never go into the negative numbers. So I'm going to change this, instead of So now it is if current clip is smaller than 0, current clip equals 0, and that'll stop us from going into the negative numbers. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. Instead of the max extra ammo, I'm going to set it to 0 and 0. So now all of these lines of code are simply going to stop current clip and current extra ammo from exceeding their maximum amounts and from going into the negative numbers. I think it might have been faster to use mathf.clamp, but whatever, this should work just the same. Now let me go over to my text file and let's see what was next. We're going to affect the if reloading stuff. So we have if we're not reloading in input.getButtonDown reload. Let's add if we don't have a full clip. So if current clip is smaller than clip size, and if we actually have some ammo. So current extra ammo is larger than 0. Alright, double check, make sure I did that right. Alright, now I'm going to copy and paste this whole thing and put it right there. And I'm going to change this so that instead of if get button down reload, it's going to be fire 1 and current clip is 0, because we only want this to happen when our clip has completely run out, and if current extra ammo is larger than 0, that we want to leave the same, and it will start the reloading process, start the animation, and play the sound. So now let me go back to my text file and see what we're doing next. Okay, so we're adding all of this stuff into when we are done reloading. So if reloading is true and we're no longer playing the reload animation, all we have right now is set reloading to false, but we want to actually put some ammo in our clip. So what we have first is if let's see, current extra ammo is larger than or equal to was it clip size minus current clip. So if the current extra ammo that we have available to reload into our gun is more than the amount of bullets that we need to fill up the clip in our gun, we're going to run these two lines of code, which are current extra ammo minus equal, and I'm just gonna copy and paste this. Whoops. So we're just going to take away the amount of bullets that we need to fill up the clip completely away from the current extra ammo, and we're going to set current clip equal clip size. Alright, cool. And I'm going to go ahead and just copy and paste this if statement again, and this time we're going to do less than. So if we do not have enough extra ammo to fill up our clip completely, we are going to actually do this backwards. We're going to change this to current clip, and we are going to do plus equals current extra ammo, and we're going to have current extra ammo equals 0. So now, so basically it says if we do not have enough ammo to fill up the current clip completely, then we are going to take all of the available ammo and put it into our clip, and then set all of our extra ammo to 0 because we have no ammo left. So let me go over here and check one more time, make sure I got all that right. Alright, now we need to modify the if statement for firing the bullet. So where is it? Alright, so here we go. If input.getButton fire 1, and we're going to add to that if current clip is larger than 0, and we are not reloading. And I'm going to put in here, every time we fire a bullet, we're going to do current clip minus equal 1. And I think that's all we need to do to modify the fire button. Now we need to modify the zooming in and out. So if get button down, mouse 2 or fire 2. So if we're holding down right click and we're zoomed in, and reloading is false. And then we're going to put over here if we are not holding the button down, or reloading is true. So if we are reloading, we want to zoom out. So let me go back over here to the text edit file, and I think that is all the code that we're going to be doing in this episode. So let's go into Unity and let's give it a little test. So I should eventually stop here. Yep, I did. So let's actually go to the pistol itself. I believe it's this one. Alright. And let's see, we can see over here we have clip size, current clip, max extra ammo, and current extra ammo. So let's watch how those are affected as we're shooting. Current clip is going down. I reload and it's taking ammo away from current extra ammo and putting it into the clip, depending on how much ammo is left in the clip. So I'm just going to keep on going. Okay, so now we have 20 current extra ammo, so I'm going to... Alright, so now when I reload it, the current clip should have 20 in it, and our current extra ammo will be 0. Let's see if it's true. Yep. And now after this, we have no more bullets. Oh, one more thing I gotta test. I gotta test to make sure that once I deplete the entire clip, and right now I'm still holding down left mouse. Now I just let go of it and I press it again, and we reload and start shooting. So in a high action sequence, that will be very useful if you can't find the R key on your keyboard or something along that nature, or if you didn't realize that you ran out of bullets. That should be pretty useful. And then we are zoomed in, and as you can see, I set the pistol's zoom to be really far zoomed in, and while we're reloading, it zooms out. And oh, we don't have enough ammo to reload, so let me do this one more time. So I'm zoomed in, I zoom out while I'm reloading, and I zoom back in. Alright, so it looks like everything is working perfectly. So now we just need to put some actual graphics on the HUD up here so that the player can see how much ammo they have, because in the real game the player is not going to be able to look over here at these variables. They're going to need to look at their HUD. So that's what we will be doing in the next episode. So until then, I'll see you guys later and keep making games.